Even though the entire NFT market trend has been descending for the past few days, if we take a look here right now on Dune Analytics, ever since the top on the very 1st of February, we have been pretty much descending the whole time. Now, aside from being constantly in a downtrend, we did have a few hiccups upward. For example, this one on the 7th of February, that was the actual Pixelmon launch, being one of the bigger launches this year. And also, we also had a huge ramp up towards this weekend, which not only Ethereum and Bitcoin was a little bit down, but also there were a lot of speculations surrounding Bored Ape Yacht Club and different promotions through NFTs on the Super Bowl halftime show, as we did have Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Dr. Dre all being announced and all of them being somewhat involved in the NFT space. There were some rumors surrounding that, but also we had some bigger collections, some of the bigger ones leading up this entire year, dropping this exact weekend. One of them being Tasty Bones launching on a Sunday, doing pretty well after the floor price, considering they had an incredibly cheap mint price at 0.069, currently over 1.3 floor Ethereum. And also the other side, a project that I'm very excited for. I also invested and bought 2 of these because I just simply love the art on this particular project. And these 2 projects were pretty big leading up toward the actual drop, and which led to a spike right here. And also Ethereum was pretty bad right here, but ever since we had a little bit of a drop. But nevertheless, we still have some very exciting NFT drops coming your way in the near upcoming future. And that's what we want to talk about within this video. We have 5 of the very best and biggest NFT drops coming near you. Without further ado, let's talk about the very first project. And this project is called Housegame. On-chain investors compete to grow their real estate portfolio and earn cash token. Novel mechanics entirely on chain. And this project is a pretty exciting project. They currently on Twitter only have 22,000 followers and already have a pretty decent engagement. They are currently hosting a bunch of different giveaways, cross collabs with many different influencers, projects, etc., which is great to see. They have a collab with Matt's Crypto going on and a bunch of different ones. And if we actually take a look at the website to find out more about this particular project, Play, Burn, Earn, an innovative P2E real estate game that is entirely on the Ethereum blockchain, launching February 2022. Now, we have seen different P2E on-chain games that have done pretty well in the past within OpenSea. That would be, for example, Wolfgame, which was a pretty big hit and made a lot of people a lot of money. And I do believe Housegame could follow similar paths as well. So how can you actually earn? There are 3 primary ways of earning ETH: exchange cash for ETH using Uniswap, flip houses, and utility building on secondary marketplaces, in this case OpenSea, and also climb a weekly leaderboard by burning cash with voluntary taxes. About us, Housegame is a P2E real estate game. Our project introduces novel mechanics, secure smart contracts, and community-driven expansions. In Housegame, there are a total of 14,000 houses and 700 utility buildings. Each house and utility building randomly generated upon mint. Properties that yield cash when staked and pay a fee to staked utility buildings, and the more rare a house is, the more cash it yields. Players compete by developing their real estate portfolio and burning cash in an attempt to earn ETH through our reward system known as voluntary taxes. And here you can see the different types of buildings and houses portrayed on screen right here, and through these 7 different house models, each yielding a different amount of cash. The first of them would be the tree house, which has a 25% chance of mint with 12 cash yield rewards. The trailer, which also has a 25% chance of yield and 14 cash tokens. And you also have the utility building on the left hand side, which is yet not clear how much the percentage is you can actually mint it, but it will yield 280 actual tokens, so 20 times the actual of the trailer. But honestly, we do know the actual calculation, as there is total 14,000 houses and also 700 utility buildings, so it's quite simple right there. So if we actually take a little bit of a deep dive into the actual roadmap, the launch date will be on February 2022, where 7,000 houses and 700 utility buildings will be open for mint, and all future Housegame collections will be minted using cash, so you will be only able to mint these real estate expansions through cash. And then you also have the sky's the limit, as I do believe they will be constantly expanding throughout the game, so I'm going to be curious to see how they actually progress it. What is great to see is that all the different team members are doxed and have their fitting socials all linked right here. Now, in terms of the actual cost for this actual mint, it will be 0.07 per house and 0.7 per utility building, as it will reap obviously much higher rewards. On top of that, the public sale will be taking place via Dutch auction at 0.35 per house. Utility buildings will only be minted in the whitelist sale. Prices will drop every 2 minutes until the 0.07 floor price is reached. Moving on to the next project in the video, and it is called Shaman's NFT. Now, I really like the look of the artwork, and it is done by somewhat of a prominent artist already with almost 10,000 followers to his name, as we can see right here. Now, if we actually take a look at these two previews on BrosMind's Twitter feed right here, we can see somewhat of a teaser of what we can see from different projects that I'm going to be featuring within this video, but that is actually a total coincidence, which is pretty cool to see. But nevertheless, I really like the artwork behind Shaman's NFT. It's a cool, unique perspective and style behind it, going a little bit deeper towards the spiritual world, which I haven't really seen a lot of NFTs feature, but I really like this cool, vibrant look of the NFT. Now, they currently have 10,600 followers, and as already mentioned, the artist behind the project is definitely the most prominent figure behind the actual brand. Welcome to the Shamaverse utility NFTs on the Ethereum blockchain, unique art created by BrosMind. Now, if we scroll down a little bit, we can see a little bit more previews of what you can actually expect from the artwork if you actually decide to go forward and mint this particular project. And if we dive into the website right here, I like the look of their website. Pretty clean animation up top right here. It looks pretty cool. Here are the ones who know, etc. And if you guys want to find out a little bit more about the actual story, here are a few more previews of what the Shaman's artwork could actually look like. Definitely check it out for yourself if you are interested. And Design Matters. This is by a Barcelona-based award-winning design studio. BrosMind is led by brothers Juan and Alejandro. They've also worked with different companies in the past, such as Nike, Adidas, Coca-Cola, Google, Ray-Ban, National Geographic, Land Rover, Facebook, Honda, Mobile World Congress, MailChimp, and many more. So very big collabs in the past. So it looks like they have had some established work in the past, so which is good to see. In terms of the roadmap, in my opinion, it is a little bit lackluster. It still could definitely be improved right here. 0% raffling 5 Shaman's holders community, 25% a percentage of secondaries will be dedicated to marketing campaigns, 50% Shaman's holders are eligible to participate in a program that rewards community engagement. The spiritual metaverse machine is fixed, and a new breed of Shamans can be unlocked. And at full completion, the Ollie shop will open its doors to Shaman's lovers only. So in my opinion, it is a little bit lackluster, could definitely use a little bit more upgrades, as the roadmap isn't too exciting in my opinion. Nevertheless, that does not discredit the art whatsoever, but we all know it takes a little bit more than the actual art to succeed in the long term. Now, in terms of the Shamaverse, owning and holding an NFT will give you access to the Shamaverse. Our goal is to build a strong, beloved brands, working towards several valuable marketing strategies, such as partnering with DJs, record labels, and music festivals, trendy hospitality brands, clothing brands, and many more yet to come. Now, this is something that I would have liked to see more included towards the actual roadmap, but this could be somewhat of a future roadmap. Then you have the brand collabs, etc. The utility token, which they're planning on introducing rewards in form of token, could be used in the Shamaverse both digitally and also physically, and also secret events, with the also teasered right here. And the actual team, you can find out a little bit more by heading over and checking out any of these links. All of their Twitters will be linked accordingly. So for this project, the artwork looks pretty sick. I like the look of it, but in terms of the actual roadmap, I would like to see a little bit more development, a little bit more depth added to it. Now, the next project on our list is a very Chinese/Asian based narrative called 88 Dynasty, the realm where Lion Masters are destined for infinite good fortune and prosperity. Stay lucky. With 20,000 followers currently to their name, this is definitely an up-and-coming project, which I definitely like the look of. Now, they do have a closed Discord as of right now, so I would highly recommend to turn on the notifications for this project and other projects with closed Discords. And as we can clearly see, Masters were closing the floodgates in 1 hour. That's where they were open, so practically that gave you the chance to actually get into the Discord while you were still early. And we can see some of the actual artwork behind the project if we do scroll a little bit down right here. So if we take a look right here, Scripture 3, the 4 sons and 3 daughters answered their calling. Eventually, after hundreds of years living in their environments, their traits evolved, their bodies molded, and they gained different abilities, becoming the first fathers and mothers of their species. So what I really like about the project is that they're not only creating one single design, but multiple different tiers, different designs, and different backstories behind the actual project. And if we zoom in a little bit closer, we can see some of the different stylistic characteristics that differentiate themselves, and some of the actual locations behind the projects maybe could give us a little bit more information behind the project. So this one is pretty cool. This one is like within the streets, within somewhere Asian, or maybe like a Chinatown. This is within a Chinese or Asian temple. This could be somewhat of a metropolis, a bigger city. This one is also in Hollywood. This one's an underwater dragon. This one could be somewhat of a ice dragon, if I may. This one's obviously a fire dragon, somewhere in the lava, somewhere in the depths, maybe in hell. And this one looks like he's flying in the sky. So I really like the cute artwork behind the project. I really can see some pretty cool animations right here. I doubt the project will actually be animated, but nevertheless, it looks pretty cool and pretty sick right here. And so what I really liked about the project is that they teasered leading up to the 7 different the 7 children right here throughout the stories, so we can find out a little bit more how they teasered and approach the actual storytelling behind the project, which in my opinion is pretty cool. So as of right now, the only link in their bio is their actual Instagram. You can find a little bit more information right here, but as of right now, as it stands, not really too much, but definitely keep your eyes out for the notifications when the Discord goes live, because that's where the actual information and the community will be found. So very exciting and cool projects to see what these guys can actually develop. Moving on to the next project. This project is called Garbage Friends. Now this one has been taking off very, very much in the past few days. This one also, I highly recommend to turn on the notifications for this one, because the Discord or more information could be dropping anytime soon. Now, why has this project been going off so much, considering they've only done really like 12 tweets and not a lot of information, to be honest? Now, if we take a look at this, yo, invisible friends, how about you hurry up and mint so we can start creating some trash over here? Hashtag garbage talk. Then a throwing up emoji right here. Why does everyone think that they're a basketball player? Close the distance before dropping that trash. So a bunch of different references to garbage cans, trash cans, etc. And so what if I told you that the creator and the artist of the project is actually one of the leading artists behind Invisible Friends, possibly the biggest NFT drop of the year, with 460,000 followers to their name right now. The artist is called Marcus Magnuson with 72,000 followers right here, your internet friend working on Invisible Friends and also Garbage Friends. Now this is absolutely huge, obviously, as with Invisible Friends, not everyone's going to be able to get their hands on it, and this is going to be one of the biggest, maybe even the biggest drop of the year to this date. And on top of that, I also want to include this project, and in case you haven't noticed, they have officially announced their mint date, which will be on the 23rd of February, and also the mint price will be 0.25 with a total collection size of 5,000, which in my opinion is more than fair. I do believe this project could have done a lot higher with maybe even a Dutch auction sale, making a lot more money, but this shows that they're in it for the long term, and with a bunch of different backlash from different projects in the past, the Squiggles, Goonies Gang, which wasn't really a rug, but definitely they did mess up their community badly, and you had many different projects in the past that did definitely disappoint with higher mint prices. So fair enough, good for them, and also good for Tasty Bones, which definitely are in it for the long term and also providing towards the whole NFT community, which is obviously fantastic to see. So here are some big updates for this NFT collection, which is probably one of the bigger ones and one that I am very excited to say the least. And now this artist Marcus is done and is working on his next bad boy, which is going to be Garbage Friends. Now as of right now, there isn't a lot of information surrounding this whole project, as it did officially get its first tweet out on February 14th, and ever since there have been few hints here and there, but ultimately not a lot of information as of yet. So definitely keep your eyes out for, and be quickly once the actual link is going live for the actual Discord, or however they will proceed. So you guys, that pretty much wraps up today's video of some of the best up and coming NFT drops. Let me know which of these projects is your favorite. I do believe there are a bunch of new projects coming our way, and hopefully we'll see a lot more adoption and innovation towards a few new ideas and a few new concepts. Something brand new, something really innovative could really shift the narrative back towards NFTs with the whole Ethereum situation right now. Obviously that's not ideal, but we're looking for something brand new like Invisible Friends that could really blow up the market. So that's something that I'm currently having my eyes out for. Let me know what you guys currently think of the current market state, and if you guys did enjoy it, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys back with another one soon. Bye bye.